What do you teach?
The American School of Milan.
What do you teach?
Oh, what? I teach literature.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so cool these days. Doing it over Zoom is not the greatest thing. But
how big is your class?
my classes are they're about 20 kids each.
Fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doing the cameras on. It's I mean, it's fun to like be able to mute people for comic effect and that kind of thing.
Can you make it so you see all of the pictures at once, like in a grid?
Yeah, there's a at the top right there's view, and you can go to gallery view rather than speaker view. You can see everybody.
Yeah.
You can also move your little pictures if you have a pinned one, so that your little pictures are right next to your camera, so you aren't sort of side-eyeing everyone the whole time, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I learned after an hour and a half lecture that I was doing over Zoom. Like after an hour and a half, I suddenly realized, oh, I can scroll these people over here, and then I'm not giving side-eye the whole time.
Nice.
Oops.
Good to know.
I feel like one of the toughest things, though, is all the requirements for your local version. So like that gallery view thing is mostly possible for most people if they have Zoom downloaded and if they're not in a particular kind of browser and if they have the right kind of version. And I feel like that's, for me, that's where I run into trouble is here's where it is. And people are like, it's not. And it's like, well, then I have no idea. You're on.
You can do Zoom in the browser?
I'm using it in the browser right now because I am having problems with the desktop version. Yeah, and I think that
points for the cat.
Yeah, that's a beautiful cat.
Oh yeah, this is Flap. She anytime I'm on call with someone, she will absolutely make an appearance. Can you get your butt out, please, darling? Thank you. I know you're cute, but there are certain ends of you that people want to see way less. Usually she plays, so she will absolutely come back.
All right. My computer's kind of going slow with this, just taking its time, but gonna just adding the thumbnail and trying to make sure everything's actually all together.
Got to get that clickbait title primed and ready.
Yeah. Put up that thumbnail I put up on my Twitter yesterday.
I made 20. Feel dumb. Like you have 5 question marks on after it.
EdTubers exposed. They can't answer these simple trivia questions.
Part 1 of 16 months.
Mythology Guy doesn't know his mythology?
Oh no. Hashtag cancel Mythology Guy.
Mythology Guy is over party.
Oh, I'm gonna put my phone on silent. That'd be bad if a call went off.
Willie, are you sharing the link and stuff on Twitter once you're live?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll be sure to retweet it. If I can find. Okay.
It seems I texted Mr. Beat 7 minutes ago that we're going live in a few minutes. Yeah, so hopefully
his act together.
Yeah, hopefully he shows up because his name is already in the title, kind of generating the clickbait.
You could make like a surprise cameo, like right at the end, and you could be like, "This was planned."
Yeah,
they'll never know.
Right.
Mr. Beat will be the post-credit scene.
Oh, there he is.
Clever.
There we go. There he is.
Now I'm wondering how much trivia I know.
I'm the same. I was like, I should have spotted up this stream.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm on the live stream control room, and it looks like it's on like speaker view. So if any one of us makes noise, then we're going to be immediately put on the spotlight. So yeah.
I apologize ahead of time. I'm still finishing lunch here, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Usually I mute myself whenever, but yeah. I think for safety, schedule it for 11:05.
Mr. Beat, is this what class looks like for you now too? Is this every day?
They still make us go to the school, but yeah, it's been remote for a while.
Oh, so you go to school and then you Zoom in your kids into the classroom?
Yeah.
Right. I was doing that for a week or so too.
Well, I can do it here. I did do it here one day, but I don't know. It is better internet there, so
Yeah.
It's really fast at school.
Let's see. I think with the few minutes I have left, I'm gonna try to link all your channels in the description, but we'll see how far I get with well, I have like 3 minutes. My computer's being kind of slow.
They're gonna click on my channel and see literally nothing. Because I'm in the process of like fully refurbishing everything, so I've hidden everything while I'm fixing things. So you might want to share my Twitter or something instead, where I actually post.
Yeah. Yeah, like your Facebook page or your TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, I was just saying whatever's fine. I mean, I am, going to be making a return to YouTube.
Yeah.
I've got other things to work on first.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to put watch me torment my friends with trivia in the
Perfect.
in the description, and yeah, I think like afterwards I'll put the links all in because I usually keep my streams unlisted afterwards.
Yeah.
We have trouble seeing your. Come on. Saying could not. Saying that I could not save my video, but no, I don't know. We'll see.
I apologize if you hear a whining in the background. That is one of my cats.
Oh,
He
looks
is
like we.
incredibly clingy.
Yeah, looks like we got someone in the chat.
Cats
There we
are
go.
always welcome.
Notification just went out in Discord, so I believe that means we're live.
Live.
Hey,
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. I see it.
Yeah.
in my feed. Nice thumbnail.
Yeah. Probably at some point I'll get a notification on my phone of my own live stream.
Hey, Meeseeks worked.
Yeah. Actually, worked quite quickly. Worked quite quickly. There we go. Oh, and Betty from Articulations is here, and Spaghetti Road. Cool.
Hello.
Right.
Hello,
So,
people.
hi everyone. So this is. I really should have thought of a better introduction for this, but yeah. So this is my 100,000 subscriber live stream. But so normally every 10,000 subscribers I reach, I normally do a live stream to help celebrate. But I've had kind of a problem with some recent live streams of mine. I'm kind of boring when I'm on my own when I'm live streaming. So I decided to, so I thought of maybe inviting a friend or two of my YouTube friends over. And then I had the idea of asking them various trivia questions. So basically how this is going to work is I have a bunch of trivia questions on my phone, all arranged in easy, medium, hard, and insane. And and they all have to deal with like history, geography, culture, a few on like space, a couple on linguistics and things like that. So basically how it's going to work is at least according to my view, I'm going to go from person to person and ask them a particular question from this list, and if they get it right, good for them, they get it right. If they get it wrong, however, or if they hesitate for a bit too long, then I will offer it up to someone else to steal the question if they feel confident in their answer. So I think before we start, everyone wants to introduce themselves real quick. Just say who you are, what you do on your channel, and whatnot.
In a particular order?
All enough.
Yeah. All at once. No.
Oh no.
We are
JJ,
the
you're
EdTube
first
Society.
on. Yeah, JJ, you're first on my screen. You want to go first?
Okay. Hi, I'm JJ McCullough. I make a YouTube channel called JJ McCullough, where I talk about countries, culture, and Canada, where I'm from.
All right. Kathy, you're next for my view.
I'm Kathy. I make a YouTube channel called Kathy Loves Physics, which uses the history of science to explain much of science, not just physics, but I love physics the most. And I know no geography, so that's me.
Yeah. Maybe you might know more than you think, but at least that's what I like to say to get people more reassured. Matt, would you like to go yet? Go next?
Yeah, hey, I'm Mr. Beat. Well, yeah, Matt Beat, and I'm known on the internet as Mr. Beat, and I have a social studies channel. So I will get some of those geography questions right, I think.
Ringer.
All right. Emmett?
Hello, my name is Emmett Billions. I am wannabe linguist on, I guess, essentially every social media platform made to exist. And this is Flapjack, my cat, who has decided that now she wants to make an appearance. I imagine I will probably do better at geography than I will at linguistics. So there you go.
All right. Mythology Guy?
I am Mythology Guy. I run a YouTube channel called Mythology Guy. You can guess what I talk about over there. But I'm interested in mythology, religion, and then also just lots of history stuff and geography. So I'm feeling kind of good about this.
All right. James?
I'm James from a YouTube channel called Amorsky Andy. I do art history and art theory stuff. I'm generally decent at history, at geography, and history related stuff, but I'm definitely not good at insane trivia. So,
And Virginia.
Hey everybody, I'm Virginia Shooty. My YouTube channel is called Virginia Shooty. You can find me on all socials at Virginia Shooty, VGW Shooty. My YouTube channel is a mom talk show, but I'm also a scientist, so it happens to all be evidence-based and not crap.
By the way, Mythology Guy looks like a long time ago is in chat.
Hey, hello.
Admittedly, I would have linked all their channels down below, but I didn't really have time because I guess I'm kind of bad at this. So if you come back to the live stream after it's done and like after it's unlisted and I've linked it in the community tab, the links to the channels should be there. And of course, if any of you want to, you're more than welcome to just post your channel links down in the chat. Also, it seems we got a super chat for 100 rubles. Hello, cannabis. Oh, okay, well, I know it's cannabis, but anyway, happy 100,000. God, if 9-year-old me, if only 9-year-old me had known about cannabis, yeah. All right, so I'd say let's jump into it. All right, so let's start off with the easy questions, I guess questions I would personally consider easy, but this is definitely going to be relative, I feel like. So James from Amorsky Andy, looks like you're first on my list now.
all right, ready to go.
Who were the founders of Rome?
Romulus and Remus.
That is correct. Although by the looks of this is quite a lot easier than a lot of the other questions I have written down, but we'll see. Virginia.
That was the easy question.
I thought that was a joke answer. I'm going to do so bad.
He lures us into a false sense of security.
I mean, I haven't really done this before, not really much. So I also don't have much experience with making quizzes.
We believe in you, Virginia. You can do it.
Thanks.
Go for it.
What is the capital of Australia?
Melbourne.
Not Melbourne.
I was like, I know a city. I think that's it.
Do we blurt out or like raise hands? Because I can't really raise hand.
Yeah. I guess there is the raise hand feature on Zoom, I think.
Can I raise my hand on camera because I'm probably going to cancel the call because I'm so bad at Zoom.
Yeah. All right.
I got
just like if anyone wants to make this deal, you just raise your hands. Mythology Guy, you can just yell me. Emmett, I see you raising your hand.
Canberra?
Yep. Canberra.
Oh, good. Okay, that's all right. So I can get everything else wrong because I've just redeemed automatically. It's fine now.
Yeah.
And that's done. See you later.
Although, of course, Virginia, you were on the right track because, most people would say, most people who don't know much about Australia would probably say Sydney, but of course, with the history of Australia, it kind of Melbourne was kind of the reason Sydney isn't the capital. Like they both wanted to be capital and
I remembered it now. It was down south and I said the wrong one. I can say the right one, but it's too late.
All right. JJ,
Yes.
what is the most populous city on Earth?
Mexico City.
That's the most populous city in North America, but not the world.
I know
Mr. Beat?
it's Tokyo, right?
Yep.
But
It's
Mexico
Tokyo.
City is a really good guess, JJ. I can totally, because like, isn't that kind of a trick question? Like,
Isn't it like one of the most densely populated or something, right? Like
Well,
something like that.
Well, Tokyo has like 35 million people in it.
But also, I think if you can define a city in a different
Yeah.
way, like say, oh yeah, we actually were going to include these out,
Yeah.
exurbs of the city.
Yeah,
I
like if
remember
you
when I lived in Tokyo, I remember one of the things that they always said was like, it also depends, like if you count the number of people that like commute into the city every day,
Yeah.
like how many people are within its borders within a given day and this kind of thing. But yeah.
yeah, this whole argument of city proper versus metropolitan area, like Portland metropolitan area over here that includes a couple counties in Washington. So
So we're both right, JJ.
Thank you for your pity, Matthew.
Good compromise.
Cassie,
I also figured out how I can raise my hand now. So
Oh,
nice.
Hooray!
You mean with
So-
the button thing?
as long as you can still understand what I'm saying, that is.
Yeah. So Cassie, in 1453, the Ottomans conquered which city from the Byzantines?
I'm gonna go with Istanbul or Constantinople. I don't know what it's called then.
Yep, Istanbul, Constantinople, Byzantium. I would have accepted any of those.
Song,
I know
isn't it?
that's a song. I figured
Yeah,
Oh, was Constantinople? Yeah.
Istanbul or Constantinople. I get most of my knowledge from pop songs.
That's no one's business but the Turks. Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the song. It's a
There you
bop.
go. That helps. Hey, I got one right. Goodbye.
We all just leave after getting one.
Right, like Seinfeld style. Yeah. Goodbye.
yeah. This is what purgatory is like. You get a question. You just get a trivia match, and if you get the trivia question right, you go to heaven. You get it wrong, you go to hell. Emmett.
Hello.
What writing system? Oh, technically there are multiple answers, so just any one of them will work. What writing system did the Latin alphabet evolve from?
Like I know the answer, but obviously it's like well initially it would have
Like it's a long line, but I'll accept any of the answers on the line.
been the Greek alphabet, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egyptian via Proto-Sinaitic, via Phoenician, via Greek and Old Italic. So
Because I
any
was
of
like,
those-
how far down the line do you want me to go?
yeah. I realized when writing that question, it's like no real easy way to answer that trivia style.
Yeah, it's there are like several simultaneous very correct answers, but
Yeah.
that's a matter of pedantry. So
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of pedantry in this response.
oh, absolutely, claim a fake point.
Yeah. I'm pedantic as hell, so mythology guy.
Mm-hmm.
What country did Indonesia gain its independence from?
The Dutch, the Netherlands. Mhm. And technically the Japanese, but
Yeah, World War II.
but yeah, the Dutch. That's my answer. Final answer, Dutch.
And your final answer is correct. James. What country has 3 capital cities?
Oof. All right. I also don't see anybody else raising their hand, so I think I'm buying myself some time there.
I know.
Okay.
JJ?
Yeah, South Africa.
Yep, South Africa. For extra credit, can you name the 3 capital cities?
One is Peoria, right?
Pretoria.
Yeah. I don't know the other two. Is one Johannesburg?
No. For those of you out there just curious, the other two are Bloemfontein and Cape Town.
Cape Town, that's it. I was thinking, is it Hope Town? Not Cape Town. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always the one. Like I used to have like all the capital cities memorized, and South Africa was always my downfall
Yeah.
because it's
always the outlier.
It's like, this ain't
Also-
fair. I got to do 3 for 1.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also
Read a song about the capital cities of South Africa, and then I would get it. No,
I forget that. Was it Bloemfontein?
yeah.
I always forget that one.
Yeah. I remember
But-
that one because it's the one that I always get corrected on my pronunciation of.
Ah.
Like I used to pronounce it like Bloemfontein or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
because the spelling. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, who did I have next? I'll just go with who I see. Mr. Beat. We recently collaborated about something to do with this fact. So if you get it wrong, your entire legacy's on the line. No. My laptop is only at 13% and not charging.
Oh, crisis.
Let's see.
Well, it's been a great stream. I've had so much.
That's your question.
okay,
If
there we
it's at
go. Looks like
13%, how much
looks like it's
more time does
charging
it
now.
have?
yeah, exactly. Keep
All
track.
right, looks like it's charging now. I just had to kind of unplug the little thing and put it back in. So hopefully, yeah. And if my computer runs out of battery, then you'll know because it'll just go blank.
Okay.
So anyway, Mr. B, which of the 16 German states is Berlin part of?
It's like a trick question. It's Berlin.
Yeah, trick question. Berlin is a state. Right? It's like we
On that.
wrap around. JJ,
Yeah.
name a modern day country besides Mongolia that was once under Mongol rule.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on my trivia list, I have all the answers down below. Usually it's like, Netherlands or South Africa or trick question, Berlin. For this question, I just have yes, because there are just so many.
It's Genghis Khan, not Genghis Khan.
Kathy, what two countries, aside from the US, don't officially use the metric system?
Oh. England? I mean, for they use the stones.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to go with, I have no idea.
I know.
I saw JJ's hand first.
Ah,
Liberia and Burma.
Yep,
yes.
Liberia and also known as Myanmar.
I think JJ and I both have videos about that. You
Yeah.
probably do
Yeah.
too. Will, you
Yeah,
do
you
too,
do.
don't you?
I think.
Translation, Kathy. Absolutely no one understands the English measuring system, including the English, so you're fine. I don't understand it half the time. It's so confusing.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
had to explain. I had a friend from Uruguay who was sort of asking what it was, and I was explaining it, and they said, "Why do you use all of these different things?" And I was like, I don't know. I didn't have an answer for it.
Tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as an American, I can't complain about people having stupid measuring systems. So, or stupid many things. So, I'm just going to take a back seat on that one.
It's okay. We can be embarrassed about our respective countries together.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
'Cause- 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 'cause All right, I believe Matt was next. Which rivers flowed through Mesopotamia? Or I guess kind of around Mesopotamia, but
Did you call on me?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. The Tigris and Euphrates.
Yep. Tigris and Euphrates.
I feel like I mispronounced Tigris. Is it? Did
Usually
I
I hear
mispronounce?
usually I hear like
it's Tigris,
Yeah.
Tigris. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, sorry.
but you got it.
Still counts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of Discord pings now. Anyway, Mythology Guy got a multiple choice question for you.
Oh boy.
So, which of these 4 countries have no ancient pyramids? Egypt, Mexico, Yemen, or Sudan?
I'm gonna go with Yemen.
Yep, Yemen.
Sweet.
Yeah, man, you got it. That's why he asked that, just so he could say that.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, man.
Emmett, got a true or false question for you.
Oh, okay.
True or false? New York has numerous embassies.
Well, like, I would say true.
Technically false, as long as if you, well, aside from things like diplomatic missions to the United Nations, an embassy can only be in the capital of a particular country.
Of course.
So
I always get that confused.
The UN messed you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I will admit, as a kid, I fully believed that New York City was the capital of the United States for the longest time. I really did.
Most New Yorkers agree.
Honestly, probably honestly, to me personally, I find it kind of baffling when people think that New York's the capital of the US, but probably the reason why I find that so baffling is because I myself come from the DC area.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. Like I get it.
I was basically born with a view of the Capitol building.
You're born with a bias.
And I'm a literal Washington insider.
That's gross. I just you.
You could judge people and be like, "Yeah, I was born in the White House," and they believe you. Like you could.
His first words were reading off of the Lincoln Monument. Memorial. Wrong word.
Yeah. And James, last of my easy questions. Admittedly, I don't know how easy this is, but
Great that they're named that. It'll make me feel real good.
Okay, well, let's just say we've already moved on to medium. I feel like this definitely belongs more medium, but what is the de facto capital of the European Union?
Belgium? Or Brussels?
Brussels.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's small enough. It could be the whole country. Like,
yeah.
Basically is.
Yeah. Remember,
why is it
the de facto capital?
Is it what?
Why is it only the de facto capital? Do they not have a real capital?
Yeah. I mean, kind of. They also meet up in Luxembourg City and Strasbourg in France. Of course, the EU is also like a multinational union and not like a sovereign nation. I just said de facto kind of to be safe, but
most European life force just comes on not agreeing on anything. So
yeah,
closest we're getting.
Yeah.
Their parliament is in Brussels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All their administrative buildings are in Brussels. So anyway, let's see, it was next after that. Virginia.
Yes, I'm prepared to say de facto in my answer, so I sound fancier.
Got a true or false question. True or false? Luxembourg is a city-state.
For sure, I'm all the way confident that it's true, unless it's false. De facto. True.
False, actually.
False is what I was gonna say. I just
You close.
these weird sneezes come on me.
I think Virginia's answer was my favorite so far.
Yeah.
She gets all the points. If I was running this, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, Luxembourg does actually have other smaller towns and cities spread around. Although, to be fair, their capital and largest city is called Luxembourg City. So, and also they're like tiny.
I knew all of that, and I took that into account in my answer, is what I was doing.
Yeah. Let's see.
Have you been there, William? It's a beautiful country.
Yeah, I have. I spent like a day trip there 2 years ago and made a whole video about it.
Oh, nice.
It was like going to Luxembourg was like, I was hanging out in Frankfurt for a few days, and going to Luxembourg was like the most fun thing I did in Frankfurt.
All the Frankfurt
What a burn.
Frankfurtians are all angrily commenting right now. Like,
Ding, ding.
The funnest thing I did in your city was leave.
All right. Let's I'm gonna go with Kathy next. So on the topic of city-states, there are 3 true city-states out there in the world. Can you name them?
Absolutely not. And that is the correct answer.
Like not even one?
No, not even one.
Right. Looks like JJ's prepared for the steal.
Yeah, I think so. Is it Singapore, the Vatican City,
Oh,
and
that one.
Monaco?
Yep.
dang, yeah, good job.
Vatican City,
think of the
Monaco,
third
and
one.
Singapore.
Can I throw in 2 disputed city-states?
Sure.
Of course.
Hong Kong and Macau.
Yeah.
Fair.
If they were
Disputed
fully
is
independent, they absolutely would be. But of course,
That's why I said
China has-
disputed. I'm not going to
yeah.
piss off the Chinese.
yeah, China has a lot of things to say about that, but that's for another time, obviously.
My favorite sort of like blocker, like the story for another time.
Yeah. Mr. Beat.
Yes.
Which group is more numerous? Canadian people or people who speak the Kannada language?
Was not expecting that question, and I'm actually making a video about Canada right now. So this is really. Guess I need to keep doing research here, and maybe there's a Canadian who can help me. But I would guess there's more people in the country of Canada because I don't know anything about that language. So
Yeah. Well, the Kannada language is a language spoken in southern India, and it has about, if I remember correctly, about 40 to 45 million native speakers.
Once you said India, I was like, oh, I've got it wrong.
Yeah. Emmett.
Hello, that's me.
So, what is the island nation of Tuvalu's 2-letter abbreviation?
I want to say.
I'll give you hints. They got extremely lucky off of it.
TV.
Yep. So any .tv domains are technically Tuvaluan.
Yeah, I'm guessing because I was gonna say TU, but then I thought I didn't know if that was like Turkmenistan or something akin, or like even Turkey.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where it's Turkey and they fully get so angry at me. but I was I was like, okay, it's got to be the V. It's got to be the V. Yes,
Yeah.
still guesswork takes me again.
Did you guys ever see the 60s TV show where, like, Guess My Profession, where they had Philo T. Farnsworth on it, who invented the television? And they're asking him these questions of, like, well, is your invention good for mankind? And he's like, no, it's horrible. I try to avoid it at all times. And they're trying to figure out what it is. Is it a weapon? Is it whatever? And he's like, oh, I invented TV. And they're like, oh, no wonder you hate it.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty funny.
It's you can watch it on YouTube for free. Sorry.
In the chat, Betty from Articulations wants to know who here knows the capital of Canada. Obviously, I imagine JJ does.
I am vaguely aware, yes.
I know.
Emmett, I saw your hand first.
It's Ottawa, right?
Yep. Ottawa.
Who's that one?
So
I imagine a lot of people presume it's like Toronto or something like that, or Montreal.
Yeah.
William, how many capital? Here's a question for you. I don't know the answer to this, but how many countries have a capital city that's not their biggest city? Is that more common, or is that less common?
Yeah, I've actually seen a map of that. It's definitely, you gotta look at the map, but it seems like if I were to put a number, it seems like 40% do, 60% don't. Like, you know, countries like the US, Canada, Australia, China, actually. Biggest city is Shanghai, capital is Beijing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it is relatively competitive, at least. It's not like only a small minority do it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's much closer to like, you know, it's a much closer like ratio than I would have thought.
Yeah.
Plus, you think about all the capitals that were built to be capitals, like Canberra and Brasilia and DC. Yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. Beat in the chat says, these were easy? Yeah, we're kind of onto the medium questions now. So, Mythology Guy. Who was the first Prime Minister of Canada?
I have no idea, and I'm not even going to pretend I do.
I know.
All right, JJ, you want to steal that?
It was Sir John Alexander MacDonald.
Yep, that's correct. They're
I
definitely...
don't know much about Canada, but I could talk about their native tribes a little bit, and that's it.
Yeah, there are definitely some questions on here that I'm going to be like, all right, everyone besides this person. This is kind of one of those questions. So, James.
All right. So before we start, this is going to have to be my last one. I'm really sorry, but I'm making dinner tonight and it's getting late. But I apologize. I'll have to leave. But I'm excited to do the next medium question. But if you want to throw me an insane one, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, totally understandable. Who was the first president of the United States born after the American Revolution?
Jackson?
You're close.
I know.
JJ?
Was it Martin Van Buren?
Yep. It was Martin Van Buren. I always found that kind of like an interesting factoid. Like, just because his first language growing up was Dutch, but he was the first, like, technically naturally born U.S. citizen president.
Yeah, the first president who wasn't born as a British subject.
Yeah.
Even though a Canadian stole that one from me, I don't feel bad because JJ's stealing them from everybody. So
Hey, I knew that one. I knew it. The president guy here knew it. Okay.
all right, thank you everybody. It was great seeing everybody in person. Thanks for hosting us, really.
Good to see you, James.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thanks for coming. And of course, everyone be sure to subscribe to his channel. I'm just going to write the channel's name in the chat. It's called Amor Scandi, all about art history. There we go. Cool. Let's see. Who did I have next? Emmett.
Hello.
What language do historians say Jesus likely spoke in his day-to-day life?
This is probably like a trick question, but see, I wanna say, I'm probably gonna say what is probably like a trick question, but I'm gonna say Hebrew. I'm probably wrong.
Hebrew is generally a liturgical language back then.
I got it.
Yeah.
Mythology Guy?
Aramaic.
Yep. Aramaic.
Was my
Although-
second one?
Although I suppose you're kind of both right. I presume he'd have at least known Hebrew.
Yeah, he probably knew it.
Yeah.
I mean, since he's God, he knew every language probably, but
Well, yeah.
Freaking nerd.
Next one is more to do with science, so I suppose Virginia would be our good next subject.
Yeah, cool, great, thanks, ready to go.
So this will probably be quite easy for you. What is the closest star to our solar system, and how far away is it?
Oh.
No, I'm gonna embarrass myself. Call myself a scientist to get it wrong. Is it Alpha Centauri? And there was a second part to the question, but I've already forgotten because I was so embarrassed.
Yeah. How far away is it?
Light years away.
I think I got this.
Well, you did get the right system.
These hundreds.
You did get the
Problem with it.
right system, the Alpha Centauri system, specifically Proxima Centauri. Cassie, you know how far away it is?
No, but I'm thinking it's like 4.3 light years away for some reason. That number is in my head. And
Yeah, it's
is it
about
right?
yeah.
Oh my
about-
God, I'm definitely leaving. Holy mackerel. I know nothing about astronomy. Nothing. And I got,
Man, it's all
Except
downhill
for
from
that.
I don't know where that came from. That was, yeah, no, that's great. Okay, goodbye.
later.
No, it's just joking. Sorry. There might be another science question, so I've got to stick around.
Mr. Beat. So South Africa has what we call in the social studies community a crap ton of official languages. How many official languages does South Africa have?
Doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it has more than any other country, other than unless you include indigenous languages.
Yeah.
But like, it seems like it. I know it's over 100. We'll say 124. I don't know.
That answer is actually incorrect. Quite a bit lower than that, actually.
What?
We're talking like official national government level.
Oh, official. Well, that would narrow it down. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, then
I
can
think I
I modify it then? If it's
Sure. Yeah.
We'll say 9.
Closer, but not quite.
I think I know.
Jay, do you want to
Is
steal
it
this? 11. You're very close.
12.
12.
11?
Ah. Teamwork. That means you got it right.
Yeah.
My original answer was 21, but then you said 11, so I swapped the numbers.
Emmett, figured I asked. This is a Berlin question, so I figure I'd at least ask someone who I know has been to Berlin.
Yes.
So Berlin kind of has like multiple central areas as a byproduct of its history.
Mhm.
Can you name at least any one of these areas?
Could you repeat the question for me?
Yeah.
I need to emotionally process what I'm doing.
Yeah. Can you name any of Berlin's central areas? Like downtown central areas?
Oh, yeah, but like it's one of those things where it's like I remember some of like the U-Bahn stations, but I'm like, does it reference? I'm gonna take a guess. Alexanderplatz.
Yeah.
Is that one of them? Oh
Alexanderplatz. The answers I have down are Alexanderplatz, Friedrichstraße, and Zoologische Garten. And I also would have just accepted Mitte.
That was the other one I remembered.
Yeah.
If I said Brandenburg Gate, would that count?
That's like the most.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
central
That's
area.
the only thing I know in Berlin.
Yeah.
The only thing.
Yeah, I'd probably let it slide.
Sweet.
Anyway, Mythology Guy, you were next on my screen. What is the main difference between a kingdom and an empire?
You should make sure I watch your videos. A kingdom's ruled by a king, and an empire is ruled over.
I think your internet's cutting out there.
He knows too much.
I gotta stop him.
The internet
Yeah.
cannot handle your
Emperor.
bandwidth.
I want to get a little more specific.
More like Mythology Guy.
Of all times for my Wi-Fi to be crap, come on. Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
you're good.
We can hear you now.
Okay. I'll do this quick. An empire, a kingdom rules over a sort of like central area, and I guess an empire rules over multiple distinct like regions, ethnic groups, that sort of thing.
Yes, that is actually the answer I had written down. Empires are bigger and encompass a bunch of little kingdoms. So an emperor's kind of a king of kings.
Yes.
Or just any old king who decides to call himself an emperor.
I feel like that. Emperor is definitely this, unless they're a big jerk.
That works.
The emperor is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But the emperor has no clothes, so
He's got a new groove.
So, Mr. Beat, back in February, I made a video called Why Blank is the Weirdest Country on Earth. What country was I talking about?
oh man, I'm so sorry I haven't watched all your videos, Willie. I know this is punishment.
I make a lot, so.
This is punishment for my bad joke.
Pre-COVID.
I
I don't remember anything from pre-COVID.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird countries, which is why the world is so interesting.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. It was mentioned as one of the answers earlier in this video.
Oh.
In this live stream.
I know.
JJ?
It was Vatican City, right?
Yep. Why Vatican City is the weirdest country on Earth.
Nice.
Okay. I was thinking
You've been
Bhutan
there?
for some reason.
Yeah. I actually I made that video when I went to Rome. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Of course, it's all up to opinion. That was just kind of a clickbait title for me.
It is pretty weird.
So I could have answered Canada and still been right because it's my opinion.
Vatican City, all those immigrants going there.
Yeah, all 800 of them. Let's see, who have I not called on in a while? I guess JJ. You've been kind of stealing everyone's answers, but I suppose I haven't really called on you in a while. So, can you name any of the 6 states of Australia?
Yeah, I can. South Australia is one.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Just get the
Queensland is one.
Queensland. Although probably get the Australians in the chat saying like, no, it's Queensland. Pronounce it Queensland. At least that's how it usually goes in my videos.
Yeah.
I hate it when people with American accents. Yeah. Matt, you want to say?
New South Wales, Tasmania. Have we seen? Was Victoria one?
Victoria's one.
Okay. Western Australia, is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Where Perth is? Okay. And then there's like 2 more. Oh, someone else knows. Yes. Emmett?
I think isn't one of them like the Canberra Capital Territory? Isn't that like
that's a territory though.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it counted. Okay.
Yeah.
But could you say that to make me feel better about myself?
So what?
Could you say that it does to make me feel better about myself?
Sure.
Thank you. You're such a good friend. I'm so smart. This is a great quiz.
Cassie.
Yes.
What country has the most natural lakes?
Oh, wait. I'm going to put it over to Virginia because she's got my mind right now. She knows. I can tell. Do you know the answer, Virginia?
Well, now I'm all insecure because I know about the Land O'Lakes in the United States, and I think I got that confused. It's not something like Russia, is it? Because of all the stuff up north?
It's not Russia.
Canada?
Yep. Canada.
Oh, we have the Canada theme. Okay.
Oh, Canada.
With Canada with your 2 million lakes and whatnot. Let's see. So, Mr. Beat, I asked you a question about rivers in Iraq. How many rivers does Saudi Arabia have?
0.
They have 0. That is correct.
Yeah.
Good.
A country that big, they have 0 rivers.
But lots of oil.
Rivers of money.
Black gold.
Yeah.
Texas tea.
Emmett, in terms of geographic area, what is the largest peninsula in the world?
Geographic area, is it oh god, I used to know this.
At least of peninsulas that we normally call peninsulas. Like technically Europe could count, but we don't usually call it a peninsula.
I don't know if it would count, but is it? I don't know if it does count, but would it be like the Horn of Africa? Because it's kind of ish, but I'm probably very, very, very wrong. But I'm fully. I used to know this. I'm fully.
Mythology Guy.
Is it the Arabian Peninsula?
It is the Arabian Peninsula.
Yeah.
I mean, I was this close. Like,
Yeah, across the channel. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
across the Red Sea.
I'm taking it. Like,
Let's go with Kathy next. This is our final medium question. The African Union has talked about starting an Africa-wide currency inspired by the euro. What is the proposed name for this currency?
I'm
Give
gonna
me-
go with Afro dollars.
You're very close.
That's
I think since you were so close, I'll just say the answer. The answer is the Afro.
yeah.
No,
so
I was
cool.
going to say that as a joke.
No, it's
I know. I totally knew it. I totally,
Yeah.
totally knew it. I'm gonna retroactively say I was going from a place of knowledge there.
Jason Plett in the chat says, drinking game. Take a shot whenever JJ mentions an award-winning video.
Haven't done that once yet.
Not in this stream, at least. Seems like we got another super chat somewhere buried back. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been paying attention to the Zoom window, but anyway.
You got the Canubis hat and the Canubis shirt.
Yeah, I couldn't find my new one though, so this is like the old one, the old logo right here. The one that very much looks a lot more like I actually just drew it by hand in Photoshop. But
I still have one of your. Still have the Christmas jumper of yours in my closet. I can wear it this month now.
yeah.
Good. Get in the holiday spirit.
Yeah. Remind me, which one did I get you? Was it the
It's the one with the KFC buckets on it.
yeah
the green one.
the Japanese Christmas KFC one?
Yeah, it's so.
Anyway, so Emmett, would you like to answer the first hard question?
Oh, go on then. I'm feeling adventurous.
This is actually more to do with me personally. So no pressure.
Are you like pose me as like a bad friend? Is this what this is all about?
yeah.
It's a friendship test.
Yeah, I'm rooting
Oh,
out
no.
I'm rooting out which one of you knows me best.
Okay.
It's multiple choice though. So, which of these countries have I never been to? France, Denmark, Malaysia, or Mexico?
I'm gonna say I'm probably very wrong. Denmark?
Not Denmark.
Ah. Do I
Mythology
get?
guy, you want?
I can say yeah.
Mythology guy, you want to take this deal?
Mexico?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've been around Europe, so
Yeah.
Yes. See, I did think Mexico, but like I just thought like I made a very presumptuous presumption that like, well, Mexico is just under the US, so I figured that you may have been more likely to go there at some point than
Yeah.
those of us in Europe. But alas, I was incorrect. Friendship cancelled. R.I.P. R.I.P.
So JJ, I figured I'd ask you this question.
Okay.
It's actually kind of based on something from a video you made a while back.
That's what I like to hear.
Name any foreign country that once had a US-born king.
Oh, Thailand.
Yep, Thailand. King. I guess any Thai viewers who are up at this for them ungodly hour could answer if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Bumibol Adoyadich. he was the king who died a few years ago after serving for over 60 years.
His Anglified name is just Rama the Ninth.
Yeah. JJ, you know the story of why he was born in the US?
Yeah, he was born, if I recall the story correctly, he was born to, I think, diplomats who were living in Boston at the time. Yeah.
Hey, Boston.
Are there other kings that have been born in America?
There are definitely, obviously other world leaders who were born in the US, like old Bojo, for instance.
Yeah.
Not sure about kings, but
We don't talk about. I mean, we do, but
yeah. Foreign world leaders born in the U.S. Someone should make a video about that.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. Award-winning, maybe.
Yeah.
I gotta go take a drink.
Yeah.
Too early for me.
Mr. B, can you name any individual position within the Roman government?
Like modern Roman government?
Ancient Roman.
Oh. I don't know much about ancient Rome at all. How about like maybe I can think biblical. Like Pontius Pilate. What was he? I don't know. I have no idea.
I know.
Yeah. Let's see if Mythology Guy has it. I saw his hand up first.
Senator.
I was gonna say.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Senator.
Yeah, of course.
Also consul. And Beast and Mr. B, to answer your question, Pilate was a governor.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm fairly certain.
So I got it right. So thank you.
Governor of Judea. Here, JJ, would you like to answer this question?
Okay. Is it another question pulled from one of my videos? I like those ones.
It actually isn't, but what are Singapore's 4 national languages?
Oh, geez. English, Malay, Chinese, and I would guess some sort of Indian language. Is Hindi?
Not Hindi, but you are really close. Actually, Tamil.
Oh.
Because Malaysia and Singapore generally have a lot more immigration from southern India. Actually, yeah, this is pretty interesting. It's like you go to an Indian restaurant in KL or Singapore, and like it's more southern Indian foods rather than the northern Indian foods that we get to know, like in North America.
Interesting.
I feel like Mythology Guy would be a good person to ask this question. What is the Persian New Year called?
The Persian New Year. I'm not too familiar with Zoroastrianism, so I don't know this.
Anyone want to take the steal on that? The Persian New Year.
Called the Persian New Year.
Yeah. What is the name? The correct answer is Nowruz.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah.
Nah, ruse. Nah. Sorry, I'm bad.
Yeah, gotta take the pun opportunities whatever you can.
It was elaborate Narus.
Yeah. Who did I just ask?
Me.
Okay. Mr. Beat, who is the president of Germany?
The presidents of Germany?
Yeah, the presidents specifically.
I have no idea. Now I'm sounding like an idiot.
Well, just as a hint, it is not Angela Merkel because she is
Yeah.
the chancellor.
Right. I knew that.
That's the only name that sprung to mind, but I was like, I'm sure she is not a president.
I feel like I
Trick
follow
question.
this guy
Germany
on-
doesn't have presidents.
No, they do. It's like a figurehead guy. I follow him on Instagram. He has like a compound first name, and then like his last name is like Steimer or something like that, Steimer or something along
Yeah.
those lines.
I figured that out actually, that Germany has a president and a prime minister when I was studying Heisenberg, because Heisenberg's bestie was a guy named his name is doing trivia and I forget the person's name.
Yeah.
Anyway, his best friend and like co-conspirator to the uranium project was this guy his name is going to hit me. Someone's going to remember this guy's name. Anyway, and after the war, the friend's brother became president of Germany. And then they
Richard von Weizsäcker.
Weizsäcker,
Yeah.
that was it. Weizsäcker's brother became the president of Germany and quite beloved. And then there was a lot of pressure to make sure that his baby brother and his dad looked a little bit better in hindsight. They're like, oh yeah, it was all fine during the war, partially because of that. So that was the only reason I knew that Germany had a president, but I was pretty sure Weizsäcker was no longer the president because he was like 80s and the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know who's gonna know.
But yeah, of course, JJ was on a good track with this. The current president of Germany is Frank-Walter Steinmeier.
Oh, goodness.
So it's like Frank-Walter, I guess we would say in English.
Mm.
Is that common in Germany to have compound names like that?
I don't know. I don't think I've heard of anyone or met anyone else like that in the world.
I think German names are probably the only element of the language that don't get compounded at some point.
Yeah.
So,
Just put into all one giant word.
Mhm.
in this house, we stand Franken words.
Kathy, what is the most populated island in the world?
Hong Kong?
Uh,
Is that
Not Hong Kong. You're on the right track with the continent.
Singapore?
Not Singapore either.
There are no more science questions. It's all geography. You're mean.
Well, there is one coming up, so I'll come back to you on that. Mr. Beat, you think you know the answer?
You're talking total number, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Java.
Yep.
Okay.
It is the island of Java in Indonesia.
I was going to say the main Japanese island.
Yeah, Honshu.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it's called, Honshu.
Yeah.
What about Australia? Does that count?
Australia's like,
It's a continent, man. Don't get me started.
and also Australia has like, well, Java has like 200 million people. Australia only has like 24 million in its whole country.
200 million people in Java, really? Good
Yeah.
Lord.
Australia,
Really?
you go
Is that
there,
small in population?
half the country,
Yeah.
there's just nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like extremely rare accent. I once joked in a video.
Wow.
There's a comedy group, and they're from Australia, and they're called Two Weird Scared Little Guys, and they have a song about coming to Australia that they said they made for the Australian government, and it goes, "Come to Australia, you might accidentally get killed. Your blood is bound to be spilled." And I showed it, and it's all about the dangerous animals that you could encounter in Australia, and it's all very tongue-in-cheek. And now my kids, every time they hear Australia, they're like, "Oh, you might accidentally get killed." I'm like, oh my. I've poisoned them against the whole continent. Oh well.
So according to our chat moderator, Kanji D, Honshu literally means main island.
I was right in a way.
And Mr. Beat, Betty from Articulations wants to know what counts as an island.
I mean, it's a it really is open to interpretation. I mean, I think tectonic plates come into play though, what in terms of how you differentiate. I mean, like, maybe we should ask Kathy here. I think you have a better answer. Like, okay, it's more physical geography. Like it's
I don't know how I got picked on this one.
Yeah, like I mean, because obviously islands are formed in different ways and they're different sizes, but like if you look at how the tectonic plates are, I think it has something to do with that. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong.
You can make a whole award-winning video out of this.
I live on an island that, I was gonna say I couldn't answer that. So
Yeah.
I was like, water plays a role in it, and that's about as far as my knowledge extends.
Yeah, definitely up to interpretation. I mean, technically Afro-Eurasia could be called an island, but so JJ, so what are the 4 colored seas in the world?
The colored seas, the Black Sea, the Red Sea, the black, red. Those are the only ones that I can think of. Is there a White Sea?
There is a White Sea.
Sweet. And is there a Green Sea?
There is not a Green Sea.
Oh, dang. Trying to think of plausible sea colors.
The deep blue sea.
I was going to say that.
I was going to say the blue sea. Come on.
The blue wasn't even like a word until recently.
Is that the last one? Is the last one the Blue Sea?
The last one is actually the Yellow Sea.
The Yellow Sea.
Obviously.
I don't want to
Don't swim there.
Yeah, it's just filled with urine.
Sick.
We're in trouble.
Don't swim in the Yellow Sea. And our last hard question before the insane questions. This one has a little bit more to do with science. I figure actually Virginia would be a good person to call on, just because I haven't called on you in a while. We're about to go on to the insane questions.
All right.
So you know the space shuttle, obviously.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. The USSR also tried to build a similar spacecraft to the space shuttle. What was its name?
Something in a different language that I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. It starts with a B.
No clue. Don't even have a guess.
No clue? No one wants to steal the answer?
Well, I knew it was wrong, but the only thing I could think of was Sputnik, and then you were like, no, it begins with a B, and I'm like, oh, Sputnik. But I didn't want to say anything just because I had a vague feeling it was probably not correct.
If it starts with a B, is it a name like for a person, or like a thing that I would be able to recognize and pronounce, or am I supposed to know the foreign name of it?
No, it's I don't think it's the name of a person. Sven the Duck in the chat got it right. It is the Buran.
Oh.
Buran.
Now, Virginia, you're supposed to say, "Oh, I knew it." Right there.
I was actually going to guess Boris.
Hey, get Boris. It's close.
Yeah.
But not as good as Sputnik, I gotta say.
Boris.
Yeah.
Not as good as Sputnik.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat's suggesting our space shuttle.
Our space shuttle.
All right.
I love me some Soviet jokes.
So we got 5 insane questions. I feel like at this point I'll just leave it out to all of you, and like you just raise your hand if you think you might know the answer. What is the capital of the Charles Islands?
Charles City? Sorry, just want to put it out there.
I feel like if Spaghetti Road is still in the chat here, he would probably know, because actually, trick question, he just made it up for one of his videos.
Charles Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard of a country called the Charles Islands.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was in one of his videos, he was talking about like tiny Pacific islands, like, you know, Tuvalu, the Marshall Islands, and the Charles Islands. He mentioned how they're all, you know, super remote and like, you know, super hard to get to and super small, and one of them doesn't even exist.
That's good.
That reminds me of Geography Now's Bondi Terra,
Yeah.
or whatever the country
Yeah,
was.
Bundia Terra
Yeah.
always talks about fictional countries for April Fool's Day. Anyway, our next insane question: how many provinces does Turkey have? This is not a trick question, by the way. They actually do have provinces.
I'd just like to say for the last question, I was technically correct. Because for a
Yeah.
fictional country, it can
Yeah.
have any capital you want. So I'm correct.
That's
Just want to put that out there.
Big brain.
Yeah. So how many provinces?
Provinces.
So we just start shouting out numbers.
I'm gonna guess
Yeah, if you want. That's
Yeah.
usually my tactic on Sporkle.
3 provinces. That's my guess.
32.
Me
I'm gonna get 1,000.
I'm going to go for 5.
getting wrong.
55.
Who's closest without going over?
16.
Well, Cassie's guess was closest. They have 81.
Oh, I said 86.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I was going to say I knew it because
Are we doing the Price is Right rules where if you go over, it doesn't count?
Oh, so I got it wrong then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I got it wrong.
Okay.
I lose.
Got Mr. Beat.
I've actually, I will admit, I haven't actually seen The Price is Right. I've only heard references to it.
Oh.
So
Not bad.
Yeah,
when
not
I-
even-
Fix this.
Everyone gasps as one.
So
It's Will.
cultural touchstones.
What did you watch when you were
Price is
keeping
Right,
score?
little Jeopardy, little. You got to understand
yeah.
what's going on.
I've seen a few episodes of Jeopardy. Like, you know, I know what
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is all about. Yeah.
Definitely. I
Price is
only
Right was just before me and Canubis' time, I guess.
Mm.
You're too young.
Those things are-
It's still on.
Yeah. New host.
Yeah, but yeah, 81. So we got some small provinces in there. Most of them, interesting fact, are like just named after whatever their largest city is. So like Istanbul is in the Istanbul province. Like Antalya is in the Antalya province, etc. That's not a question, by the way. That's just a random fact. Our next question, a third of our 5 insane questions. So, has something to do with historical linguistics.
Oh no.
So, the ancient Greeks spoke many different dialects of Greek because, of course, Greece wasn't really a thing. They were all just a bunch of little squabbling city-states. But over the years, one dialect started to take over as a kind of international standardized dialect. What was the name of this dialect?
I don't study Greek, so bear with gonna think for a really long time.
Mythology Guy?
I feel like I've stolen a few too many, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Hey, steal away.
Is it like, I'm not sure how to pronounce Koine Greek? Koine?
It is Koine.
Oh, okay.
Koine Greek. So our next question has to do with is one I added at the beginning of this, just before the stream started, because I realized we didn't have any mythology questions. So here's a mythology question to ruin Mythology Guy's reputation on the Canubis Discord server. God, now that I said it aloud, it's definitely going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, they were gonna do it regardless, even if I got it right.
Yeah, even if you got it right. Yeah. Just knowing the Discord server. Which, by the way, those of you in chat, you should definitely join the Canubis Discord server. And if the mods want to link it, because I'm lazy, and also asking the questions. Who was the patron god of the city of Babylon?
See, if you were asking Greek, then I would know some of this.
This is also kind of the
out
only...
out of the Sumerian ones I know, or
Yeah.
the Middle Eastern ones I know.
I'll give, if it helps, this is also the only one one of the two I know of.
I know more of the goddesses than I do the gods. I'm just gonna throw out one random god. Ashtarte?
Astarte, the answer is actually Marduk.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that. Shame.
That's all right, neither would I. So
And
I all knew it.
And our last question. So, can you name an example of a featural writing system? If it
Can
helps,
you repeat the question?
can you name any example of a featural writing system? Just as a hint, a featural writing system is just a writing system where all the characters kind of, like in this case, look sort of look like the actual sounds that your mouse makes when it makes those sounds.
I learned something new today.
Is it Korean?
Korean, yep. Korean or Hangul.
I was thinking of the visual language system of the Alexander Graham Bell's father and Alexander Graham Bell, where they would draw the sounds and you could just look at the sounds and pronounce it. And that's why they thought they could use it to teach deaf people to speak. It was called visual language. If you've ever watched My Fair Lady and, Professor Higgins, who was sort of based on Alexander Graham Bell's father. And so their visual system, I don't know if that's called a language. It was just a way of speaking any language with visual symbols of how your mouth was supposed to go. But I think Korean is a better answer.
Yeah. Interesting. I definitely gotta look into that though.
Yeah, the visual language system, that was the whole big thing.
I think it's logographic, I think it's called, or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So yeah, that was the last of my questions, and so yeah, I was. It was funny. I actually put a crap ton of questions because I was kind of concerned we would make it a full hour or whatever, but it seems we made it quite a bit more than an hour.
Hooray.
So yeah.
Hurrah.
So thank you all for coming on this live stream, and thank you all all in the chat for coming to the live stream. I will of course, once I end the stream, I will link everyone's channels in the description and post this on the community tab as an unlisted link. Thanks for the super chat, Stefan Milo, another channel to check out, by the way. And Yeah, and of course, all of you are more than welcome to just write your channel in the chat below if you want. Just as an easy link, all of you in the chat, you should definitely be subscribing to all these people because learning about we have a quite diverse set of topics here: social studies, linguistics, mythology, social studies, history of science, and science in general. And we also had art history earlier. So definitely treat your brain and diversify the topics you want to learn about. And yeah.
And
I didn't
impress
really
all
have
your friends.
Yeah. Impress all your
Because
friends with the
on-
impressive knowledge you'll learn from these people, because I didn't actually keep score, so I don't even know who the winner is, nor do I personally care because there's no prize.
I'm gonna keep those bragging rights.
Yeah,
You can.
you can just say you win.
His
You can
name
just say you won.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Brutus, to frighten all of the.
Watch your back.
I know exactly, to frighten. Every time we take them to the vet, they're like, Brutus. That's what happens when you watch the show Rome when you get a cat.
People are saying probably JJ, man. Like, yeah.
Take it.
Congrats
Billy-
again.
No, it shouldn't be the full name.
Willie, you are the winner, and I just want to congratulate you. You've been at this a long time, and this is a long time coming. You deserved it years ago, so keep on growing.
Yay!
Thanks, Matt. And hopefully soon I can get that silver play button. My goal has been to try to get it sometime in 2020. So hopefully get that taken care of.
Hopefully,
Did get
soon
my-
we can get you
I
a
did
nice
get my-
Christmas present.
Yeah, I did get my channel successfully verified on YouTube. So you can see I have a check mark next to my name. So
Fancy.
yeah.
I always knew it was you.
But at least now it's official. Like, YouTube officially knows that I'm not a robot. So like that's what verification means, right? You're not a robot.
Something
You
like
are
that.
who you say you are.
You're just a
Yeah.
cog in the machine. That's all.
You always be a robot to me? I don't know.
You're a shiny cog now.
We're robots who are friends.
You know what?
with-
I'll take it.
Exactly. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
hosting this, and congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you
it's
for inviting us.
And next
Yeah.
time, more science. Science
Yeah.
history. Want more science history.
Yeah.
Astronomy would be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
nice.
what? I'll definitely consider trying this again in the future. Yeah.
I think it's a really cool idea, and I would request more linguistics, but I got most of those wrong. So really, not anymore. But
Yeah.
you're doing great. You're
Me-
doing amazing, sweetie.
Maybe,
one thing I'll
maybe I'll
suggest-
even challenge myself and ask all the questions that I actually myself don't know the answers to, or at least aren't in my field of expertise.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking up more Middle Eastern stuff because this is showing
Right.
me I'm lacking.
Yeah, I need to brush up on my history. Absolutely.
I'm not going to change anything about myself. I'm just going
I
to
respect
not
that.
know anything.
You do you, Kathy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do me.
Kathy loves physics, but Kathy also loves herself, and we love to see it.
Exactly. You gotta shoot. If you don't love yourself and forgive yourself, who the hell will?
Yeah. But yeah. So thanks again, everyone, for coming, and thanks again, everyone in the chat, for showing up. I'm gonna end the stream just in a little bit, but yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for answering in the chat, and thanks for all the super chats as well. A few of those. Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Gonna
Hey.
end the stream. Hopefully my computer will let me.
Well, that was fun.